So what are some of the pressures on rural areas, particularly in MEDCs? This is where the concept of green belts come into it. Green belts are essentially areas of green land which are spread around various urban areas, and the point of them is that within the green belt you are not allowed to develop or build or do anything that might help to allow an urban area to spread. So essentially protected areas of land around various urban areas in Britain. And you can see quite clearly here from the map where the main green belts are. The key aims of them then: protecting wildlife, protecting the countryside from further development, stopping big cities sprawling, and to stop cities merging into each other, protecting the green space of the country. But why are there pressures on rural areas? Why are the pressures on living spaces? Why do we need green belts in the first place? It all really comes down to population. There's more of us, therefore we need new housing, we need new infrastructure, we need new roads, we need more railways. Okay? We need new roads. Why? Because we've got too many people buying cars. People can increasingly afford cars. The car ownership is on the rise here in the UK. In the next couple of years, traffic levels are possibly going to increase by up to 30% to what they were 5 or 6 years ago. Also, more planes, more runways, which is the key point of this lesson. We need more airport space. But why? There's more people travelling. There's more people flying. Why are there more people flying? Looking at this graphic here, it's quite simple. What's the key selling point of a airline like EasyJet? It's cheap. Okay, people can go to places now, particularly in Europe, for less than 30, sometimes even less than £20. More and more people are flying. It's more accessible. And because of that, we need more airport space. What we have to think about is that sustainable. Remember what sustainable means. How is it affecting future generations? How is it affecting the environment? How is it affecting the economy? How is it affecting society and people in general? So here are some of the options that the government has bandied around over the last couple of years. But this is the one that's got the most publicity. The Thames Estuary Airport, which is seen as an alternative to Heathrow Airport, which is the main Britain's main airport, indeed one of Europe's or the world's main airports at the moment. But it's overcrowded. It's running at 99% capacity, which basically means you can't fit any more planes in there. It's very difficult for more people to travel from Heathrow. So if London wants to carry on competing in a global world, then it needs to have a new 4-runway airport. At the moment, Heathrow only has 2. But why does it matter? Well, it's quite simple. Thinking about businesses and companies in emerging economies like India and China. They're branching out all the time. They're looking to do business around the world. What would be one of the key things that they think about when they're thinking of where to locate? Oh, well, we could locate in Britain. We can't though, because there's no direct flights going to Heathrow Airport because they've got no space left. Oh, okay, well, it wouldn't really work for a company to do business in that way. So where should they go? They should go to another country in Europe that does have these airport links. So increasing airport space is very, very important for the future of Britain, but the argument is, how are we going to do that? I think most people agree that we need to, but there's no real agreement on how that's going to happen. Some people think another runway at Heathrow, some people think this airport here. So you should have, from the lesson, all your resources about the Thames Estuary Airport and all the various other alternatives. So make sure that you if not this example, then certainly make sure you're aware of one of the other alternatives, and that you can, at the very least, write a couple of key facts about it, name a location, name one of the alternatives, show the examiner that you have the knowledge of some of these different alternatives. If you want to, it might be easier to go through the resources that I gave you and split it up into these 6 different sections here: the benefits and the problems under social, economic, and environmental headings. But certainly make sure that you are aware of at least one of the airport alternatives as an example of what the pressures are on rural spaces in the UK.